dito.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang dating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron din For You po.
New Smart Power All! Choose your unli and your 5 gig app bundle, so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All!
See you Monday, class!
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical, love your eyes.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang dating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron din For You po.
New Smart Power All! Choose your unli and your 5 gig app bundle, so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All!
See you Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical, love your eyes.
Paboritong get it anytime. Laro ng mga kampi natin, this is where they shine. Libre libo Pilipinas, tell them this is where they find. Powered by the fans, shivan by the puso. Buong Pilipinas dito nakatutok. Simple, reliable, labad bawat sulok. Powered by the fans, shivan by the puso. Lupit ang Mandila, pambatang Pilipinas. Not a world seas, tara sa Pilipinas. Bagong bayani, tugon, luhat, pawis. Puso inalay, lumaban sa Paris. Puso talagang walang kapares. Gotta be smart, stating the obvious. Simply reliable, I'm just being honest. Puso Pilipinas, right out of your pocket. This is puso.
And then there were four. After 3 months of exciting basketball action, blowouts, heartbreaking losses, and come-from-behind victories, we are left with 4 teams vying for the trophy in the Filoil EcoOil 19th Preseason Cup. My name is Joel Porton alongside my partner, Coach Noy Africa. Coach, we have four teams vying for the cup today.
And right now, it's going to be the number 1 seed ng ating NCAA bracket, itong Letran, going up against the number 3 seed of the NCAA bracket, JRU. Of course, they did eliminate 2 UAAP teams in the quarterfinals.
As we take a look at the playoff pictures, titingin tayo dito sa kanang bahagi ng ating playoff picture. Letran beat UST and ito namang JRU beat NU.
Both of those games going down the wire. Only a 1-point victory for both teams.
And tignan natin muna ng masinsinan yung game ng at saka ng JRU.
But actually, if you look at the numbers, ang tatanungin mo sa sarili mo, paano nanalo ang JRU? Pero again, they really just stuck to the game plan, stuck to the system. They were down by 9 in the final 6.5 minutes, but again, an explosion from Garcia, 10 points, and then just ended up closing that one strong.
And they will lean on Jalen Garcia. Samantalang dito naman sa kabila, etong talo nila ang UST in overtime, 103-102.
Well, interestingly, itong Letran, they decided to engage UST in a shootout. And they came up with a victory mainly because they just didn't quit. They were down by 7 with about in overtime, and they didn't quit, eventually pulling out that victory mainly due to the exploit of Gamad, who exploded for 27 points.
And wag natin itong pagtagali pa. Let's turn it over to our venue announcer to announce our starting lineups. As we take a look at the pusup.com starting 5, we've got Gamad, Manalili, Buensalida, Diamante, and Estrada for Letran. Dito naman sa JRU, Garupil, Eligado, Mangubat, Garcia, and Hubilia.
Pretty much the same starting 5 for JRU, all tournament long. Pero ito ang Letran, they do tweak that starting lineup every now and then. And we see now George Diamante starting for them instead of Kevin Santos.
And itong si Diamante nga, sa Eligado, start the hostilities with a basket. Itong si George Diamante did pretty well in their last game.
He really stuffed the stat sheet, finishing with 11 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. Sa sobrang haba, nakashoot na itong Letran.
And it is Buensalida scoring the first points para dito sa Letran. Si Buensalida was also really pivotal dun sa kanilang laban against UST.
Well, pretty much Buensalida is you can say, the lone big who scores in the inside. I mean, you've got Kevin Santos, but Kevin Santos has transformed himself into, someone who can space the floor, able to hit from the outside.
And foul ang tinawag dun in the act of shooting. So, Garupil will go to the line for a pair. These free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Well, for JRU, I believe the lower the score, the better their chances are. They're averaging 74 points per game, holding their opponents to just 69 points. Well, ito namang Letran, they're really an offensive team. They're averaging 81 points per game, holding their opponents to 77 points. So I think if Letran scores over 80 points, it's going to be Letran.
And of course, that offense instigated by these two, Manalili and Estrada, although mintis doon. Si Jimboy Estrada on his first attempt. Estrada showing off na na-extend niya na yung kanyang range dito sa ating tournament.
Yeah, hindi ito yung unang best nilang naglaban dito sa ating tournament. They face each other very early. Sobrang early. It was the first game of the preseason. Yeah, with JRU pulling out that win 80-70.
Rizal making the first of 2 free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
But again, during that game, itong si Titing Manalili really struggled. Only finished with 2 points on, I believe, 1 out of 6 from the field. So he wasn't really in game shape, I guess. Dahil unang laro pa lang nila, and he has really just transformed himself into a scoring machine, especially in the last 7 games, averaging 14 points per game.
Miscommunication there though between Manalili and Estrada. Turning the ball over. Hindi pa nagpo-produce itong connection ni Titing at ni Jimboy. Weave up top. Bola na kay Mangubat. Loses it. Tumatakbo ang Letran. Here's Diamante! And it is a blocking foul. Will be called on Jalen Garcia.
Well, Jalen Garcia was still moving by the time the impact, the contact happened between him and Diamante. So Diamante will be going to the free throw line.
Early on, maraming free throws on either side. These free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
I really believe itong si George Diamante will be the missing link, the missing gem for Letran to actually contend for another championship. They got into the finals last year, got swept by San Beda.
So he has been versatile big para dito sa kay Coach Alan Ricardo. Mangubat with the ball. Mangubat tries from the elbow. No good. Put back. Third time's the charm. Delicado with his 4th point in the ball game.
Well, if you told me before the game that the first 4 points of JRU will be scored by Delicado, I'd tell you you're lying.
It seems like he will be the one, the X factor, kumbaga, nitong JRU. As Garupil loses the ball to the baseline.
But so far, the points of Delicado have been opportunistic, to say the least. Of course, the defense of Letran will be really concentrated on the big 3, Mangubat, Cubillia, and of course, Jalen Garcia.
So it will be up to the others, no, to contribute, as Gamad missing on a 3 there. He exploded ng kanilang game in the quarterfinals. Sabi mo nga, 27 points para dito kay Chad Gamad. Inside once again. Mitis na nga lang doon. Put back is no good as well for Cubillia. Manalili in the open court. And that is the 2nd foul on Jalen Garcia.
So very quickly, Sean Salvador being asked to report to the scorer's table. But again, ito nga si Chris Cubillia, you're going to expect him to have a big game, averaging 15 points and 7 rebounds. But interestingly, in their last game, 15 points din siya, pero isa lang yung rebound niya.
Oo. He allowed his teammates to be the ones to man the boards in that game. And turnover there by Letran.
Yeah, very early, both of these teams already with 2 turnovers. They pride themselves for being 2 of the top teams when it comes to taking care of the basketball, only averaging 13 turnovers per game.
Oh, triple attempt by Mangubat, rolls out. Here's Jimboy. He's fouled on that layup.
Well, if you know Jimboy Estrada, kung nagmintis yun, for sure may foul doon. I mean, he is really just a total package, especially on the offensive side. The 3-level scorer can shoot. He's really consistent, near automatic from the mid-range, open court finisher, and has added that 3-point shot to his arsenal.
And he is now at the line where he averages 86%. Brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sa ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Lakas ng loob mo kasi si Jimbo yung nag-free throw.
Oo, sigurado talaga yan. And it is now tied up at 6 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go dito sa ating first quarter. JRU trying to look for options. Mangubat calling out the screen. Gets it from Jubilia to the corner. Salvador for 3. No. Rebound stays with the gold shirts. Here's Jubilia. Wants to manufacture a shot, and he does.
Well, you know, Chris Jubilia will try his best to get to the paint. It's one thing that you know, and it's another thing to actually try and stop him.
And now it's a little bit more clear kung bakit si George Diamante ang nandyan sa starting lineup to try and stop itong si Chris Jubilia. Although in that instance, nanaig si Jubilia as Buensalida misses the shot. Mangubat looking down court but couldn't find a teammate. Here's Jubilia up top. Spins. Stripped by Gamad. And Letran gets the ball. Manalili loses it to Mangubat. 3-on-2. Jubilia against Buensalida.
I think that was a good idea there by Buensalida, just staying big, just holding his ground.
Dito naman sa kabila, George Diamante getting the early basket.
Well, you did say that he was a matchup for Chris Jubilia, so nakashoot si Jubilia, pinantayan niya sa kabila.
Pinantayan niya. matching point for point there. Salvador from the corner. Yes, sir!
Of course, JRU, not really a team that relies on the 3-point shot that much, pero itong si Sean Salvador, he comes off the bench and he provides that spark.
And gives JRU a 5-point lead, 13-8. With 4 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Diamante thought about the 3, goes inside and gets the layup.
That time, Chris Jubilia got lost on defense. Parang di yata nabasa yung scouting report, allowing free access to Diamante to the lane.
Cutting that lead down to 3. Salvador once again, kumasa at pumasok ang tira.
Well, JRU in their game against NU, they were 4 out of 20, but hanggang third quarter, they were 1 out of 14 until Garcia exploded for 2 threes and Jubilia added 1, finishing 3 out of 6 in that fourth quarter as a team.
Estrada, he will try his hand at a 3, no good. Rebound goes to Mangubat. The Warrior bringing it down. Jubilia up top, met by Diamante, foiled! And there's a bit of a back and forth as Estrada gets the layup.
So I think at this point, we can just turn off the shot clock and let these guys play.
Pero tayo muna, magta-time out muna tayo. Brought to us by EO, Executive Optical.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest Day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
A look at JRU, Chris Jubilia. third power play of the game.
Well, if you look at Rizal, medyo lean yung frame nga, but he's really deceptively strong, especially when it comes to upper body strength.
And Laurenaria has checked into the game for JRU as well, pero yung unang salkada niya dun, hindi pumasok. Ball will go back to Letran. Quick substitution there. Herrera coming in for Masiglat. Nakapapasok lang.
Well, I think he was there to try and guard Gwen Salida, who checked out of the ball game.
And ito ngayon ang Letran. On the attack. Manalili's pass almost stolen. Gets it on top, and that will be out of bounds. Tried to do a Larry Bird.
Well, I guess instead of committing a turnover, might as well just try and get that shot up. Although technically,
Pero
that's a
turnover
turnover.
pa rin.
Well, as opposed to turning the ball over and giving JRU an opportunity to attack in transition. Nagawan pa natin ng palusot.
Here's Herrera up top. Laurenario at 45. Mangubat thinking about the three, goes inside instead, gets it off the glass.
Well, he has missed his first couple of shots, and this time making the adjustment, going for the short two.
And that brings the lead of JRU back up to 6, 18 to 12. 2.5 minutes to go in the first. Manalili's three is off to the right, rebounded by Laurenaria.
Well, I really still think that's the shot that you give. Itong si Manalili, the three-point shot.
As Laurenaria misses on another layup attempt. Mangubat jabs left, shoots no good, gets the rebound, and will go to the line for a pair of free throws.
And so far, Mangubat 1 out of 4 from the field, deciding na mahirap pag nasa malayo, lapit ko nga.
Oh,
Able to get a foul and 2 free throws. So we got further adjustments on the roster of Letran Cargo, checking in for Jimboy Estrada.
Jimboy Estrada not really that effective just yet. These free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. As we got a look at Coach Nani Pundulan ng JRU earlier. And Mangubat getting both free throws. Kiting Manalili. Directing traffic. Gives it up to Season Walker. Gamad wanted to get it down low to Santos. Santos saying that could have been a bounce pass.
You can see JRU really very disciplined defensively. Just making sure that they stay in front of their man.
8 seconds on the shot clock for the Knights. Double team. They go to the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Too strong. Rebound. Goes to Mangubat. Here's Mangubat. Loses it to Manalili. Easy layup for Titing.
Well, this is a bad team to go up against if you're not taking care of the basketball. Itong Letran averaging 17 fast break points per game.
And that brings them closer. It's now down to 6 with 75 seconds to go in the first. And another turnover there. Letran tightening up the screws on defense. Manalili gives it to Season Walker, open for three. Bounces out. Rebound going to Laurenaria.
Season Walker has missed a lot of games, especially in the tail end of the preseason. Nice to see him back in uniform for Letran.
And whistle is blown underneath. And maninitili sa JRU ang bola. Duque will check in for Manghubat. Si Montesillo naman para kay Manalili. 14 seconds on the shot clock para dito sa JRU. Here's Herrera. Gives it up. On the attack, Laurenara, he's missed 2 layups. Loses the ball that time. Kickball violation.
Well, since Lorinari has come off the bench for JRU, especially here in the preseason, sometimes it's really a matter of him being able to control his aggression. I feel like he comes in with a lot of energy, pero there are games wherein parang he comes in with too much energy.
Oo. Yung gigil, no? Masyadong gigil yung pasok. Ideally, you come off the bench, you're supposed to be the energy guy, pero masyadong too much energy.
But to be still in control.
Oo. Kailangan directed. As Salvador will be called. Nako, dalawa kay Garcia, dalawa kay Salvador. Let's take another look at what happened. There, those 2 hands on Chad Gamad. Will go to the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Well, I really think that's the next step in the progression of Chad Gama, the ability to put the ball on the floor, because eventually teams are just going to keep closing out long on you. That's going to open up some driving opportunities for you.
Chad Gamad. Substitution now. Gamad will go to the bench in favor of Villanueva. That lead is down to 5, 20-15.
Well, interestingly, medyo high scoring yung laro natin with JRU already with 20 points sa ating first quarter.
And sabi mo, sila yung mas nagfe-favor ng low scoring. And nagagawa rin kasi nila na ko-contain nila itong Letran. And earlier, medyo maraming mga tira nila pumapasok agad. Diba?
Especially those 2 threes by Salvador really opened things up for them.
Yes, Jalen Garcia, they don't want to risk him getting another foul. Pati si Sean Salvador. Offense, parang offense for defense ang nangyaring substitution nun. 7.9 seconds na rin lang tayo dito sa first quarter.
Although technically, you do not want to foul at this stage because both teams already in the penalty with 7.9 seconds remaining in the first.
Herrera at the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. There's Coach Nani Pundulan of JRU. Former MVP.
Grabe yung pagko-coach niya, pati yung pag-free throw nung player niya, tinuturo niya pa din.
Herrera, second free throw is in. So, balik sa 5 ang lamang ng JRU. Less than 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Season Walker triggering the inbound. Oh, steal there. Here's Laurenaria. Beating the clock to get his first field goal of the game. At the end of the first quarter, as we take a look at the steal by Laurenaria leading to that last second layup. It is 23-16 in favor of JRU. We'll be back.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest Day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
time Filoil Center para dito sa semifinals match ng Letran Knights at JRU Heavy Bombers. The Heavy Bombers leading 23-16 after 1 quarter. Coach, ano ang naging kwento ng ating first quarter?
Well, so far, the defense of JRU has held strong, only limiting Jonathan Manalili to 2 points. Of course, si Diamante did come away with 8 points, but eventually, of course, those 3-point shots started hitting for JRU, especially from Salvador, who hit 2 threes in the first.
And wala na naman nangyari dun sa opensa ng Letran. Meanwhile, on the other side, matatawagan ng foul si Montecillo.
And I also like how the first quarter ended. Si Lorenaria using his energy, being able to get that pickpocket of the fresh Valdeavilla, who was it Valdeavilla or was it Villanueva? It was Villanueva from whom he took the ball away and finished with that lay-in.
And eto ngayon si Herrera at the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
And also so far, JRU has yung depensa nila, especially from the perimeter, holding itong Letran to 0 out of 6 from the 3-point area.
And ito nga ang Letran relies somewhat on their outside shooting.
And of course, when you've got shooters like Gamad and Estrada, why wouldn't you go there? Especially when Manalili attacks the basket, it opens up everything for his shooters.
Exactly. But so far, hindi pa umuubra yung ganun nilang style as Montecillo is manning the point up against Duque. 10 seconds on their shot clock. Montecillo with a tough fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound stays with Letran. Season Walker from 45, no good. Down low, matatawagan si Santos ng loose ball foul. And ito yung sinasabi mo, the energy of Allen Laurenaria. Ngayon, must focus.
Well, they're not what you call a tall team. But yung mga players ito, they really fight for possession each and every time. Laurenaria nga that time, si Kevin Santos, hindi na siya makontrol. He ended up just pushing him away.
As Manghubat checks back into the game for Duque.
Also talking about rebounding, in the first meeting between these two teams, Ivan Panapanaan was the best player, finishing with 15 points and 12 rebounds, including 5 offensive rebounds. Let's see if he will be a factor here, because in the past few games, medyo nag-disappear itong si Ivan Panapanaan offensively.
He has deferred to the guards more in the past couple of games. Ito si Laurenaria. 3 seconds. Another layup. Beautiful move by Allen Laurenaria.
Allow him to go to his strong side. Just flying in and swooping in for that layup. Parang si Chris Hubilla.
Oo.
And he's attacking the basket.
Here's Titing. Bottled up. Gives it to Diamante. Diamante. Back to Titing. Extra pass to Estrada. Estrada inside. Natawag ng foul. He will go to the line for a pair of free throws.
As much as possible for JRU, they do not like to help. And you can see that finish from Laurenaria.
Power your next side quest with Smart's Power All 109. Switch and load now. And that layup by Allen Laurenaria has brought this lead back up to 10. As Jimbo Estrada misses the first of 2 free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Second one is good.
Right now, JRU up by 9, pero hindi ka pwedeng kumumpiyansa, especially with the firepower nitong Letran as QST.
Exactly. Lamang na lamang yung UST noon, tapos biglang hinabol na lang ng Letran. Manghubat. Asking for the screen from Hubilla. Manghubat triggers from 3, short. Rebound going to Diamante.
Continues to be a struggle for Manghubat. In their last game, only finished with 3 points.
Almost a spectacular play there. Over the head pass over the head, behind the back pass from George Diamante. Hindi nga lang pumasok yung tira ni Chad Gamat.
Gamat missing his second three-pointer. But if you remember against UST, in the first quarter, he was 0 out of 2. Then he got to the free throw line at the start of the second quarter. After hitting 2 free throws, went for 3 straight threes.
PusoP.com 5 on the floor. You've got Garupil, Mangubat, Larinaria, Jubilia, and Eligado. That is for JRU. Here's Jubilia on the attack against Diamante, and he gets a layup.
Well, he had to be a little more creative because ito nga si Diamante can match him. Speed for speed. That time using the veteran smarts, scoring over Diamante.
Jimboy misses another triple. Rebound going to Larinaria, skying for that board.
And that time, Jimboy just rising up for that three. No rhythm. Missing on that one.
Here's Jubilia once again. Medyo nabangga siya dun ni Jimboy, but he misses. Underneath, Jimboy is fouled.
Well, it took 3 players to stop Jimboy Estrada there, ending up with that foul by Lorinaria.
So Estrada will go to the line for another pair of free throws. These free throws, of course, brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sa ABC, sigurado ko dito.
Already missed a free throw earlier.
1 for 2 once again para dito kay Jimboy Estrada.
Alam mong shooter pag big event pag nagmintes. But I think all of his points so far have come from the free throw line.
Wala pang nagagawa from the field. Garcia pitches it over to Larinaria and they lose it to the baseline.
Estrada already had a field goal earlier.
I think nakapag-layup siya.
Yeah, that's right.
Yung isa. Manalili calling out play number 4. And sabi naman ng coaching staff ng JRU, magpe-play number 4 sila. Letran with Gamad, Manalili, Buensalida, Diamante, and Estrada. That is your PusoP.com 5 on the floor. And Diamante, I believe, was called for the offensive foul.
Well, it is the Final Four ng 19th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup. But it already feels like parang Final Four ng atmosphere ng NCAA. Even the rotations right now for both teams, medyo maaga nga na ibalik itong first 5 ng Letran.
Lozano hits on the corner 3. Bagong pasok. Wala nang heat up na kailangan.
But I'm pretty sure wasn't really in the scouting report nitong Letran, just confidently taking that shot.
There's Estrada, gives it up to Gamad up top, asking for the screen. Libre sa kanto, Diamante! Off the back iron. And that is a foul.
I like how Eligado protected the basketball upon getting that rebound and very early in the penalty. Itong Letran with 5:49 remaining in the second.
Eligado started off the scoring para dito sa JRU. And he's now at the line to try and add on to his 4 points. These free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Like we said, itong JRU not really a tall team. But they rely on bangers, on enforcers like Eligado to control the boards and protect the paint.
And ayan ulit si Coach Nani Pundulan. Hindi siya nagbigay ng free throw tips kasi pumasok yung una. Ito ang cheer squad ng JRU Heavy Bombers. So parang here in full force yung kanilang cheering squad. Hindi lang drummers. Lamang sila right now ng 14 and another steal here. Jubilia. Ball is tipped, but it still ends up in the hands of Mangubat who gets the points.
As JRU continues to stifle the Letran offense, limiting them to just 19 points. 3 here in the second quarter.
We've got 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the half. Napalakas yung layup ni Bensalida. Mangubat, nagmamadali. Bumped by Diamante and he will draw a foul.
What you like about Lawrence Mangubat, he is a guard but he's not afraid of contact that time.
This is your ABC tile adhesive fast break of the game. Sa ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Going back to Mangubat, kahit nakita niya si Diamante was already there waiting for him in the paint. He just rammed into him, able to get the foul.
As Hugo has checked into the game for the first time, surprisingly. They're wiping off a bit of a wet spot doon sa ating court as Lawrence Mangubat prepares for his pair of free throws. Again, these pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Coach Alan Ricardo had to dig deep into his bench dahil si Diamante nga already with 3 personal fouls. So I wonder if they will try and put Hugo against itong si Jubilia.
Tingnan natin kung sino ngayon ang i-match up. Well, on their offense, it is Jubilia picking up Hugo. Stiting. Setting up the play. Screen from Hugo. They get it to the corner. Bensalida from the corner for 3. No. Mangubat gets another rebound. Here's Garcia. He's got Estrada in front of him. The jumper is off. Letran trying to look for answers. Manalili gets the screen, goes inside. Layup is up and in.
Those who are very familiar with each other, magkalaban na yan before in the juniors division. Of course, Jubilia was still playing for San Beda back then.
And he will try a 3 and get it.
Well, for sure, that was a shot that he did not have back in high school. And so far here in the preseason, he has been shooting at a 31% clip from downtown.
Slowly evolving itong si Chris Jubilia. Developing new facets to his game as a foul is called. It will be on Mangubat.
My mistake, Chris Jubilia pala here in the preseason, 37.5% from the 3-point area.
Mas mataas. Let's take another look at that 3, Chris Jubilia. Of course, itong preseason, this is also the kumbaga, venue for experimentation if you want to try out if the things that you've been practicing is working.
Especially since last season, he had to take his residency year with JRU. So I believe he had all the time to work on that shot.
Precisely. And mukhang ipapakita niya na yan sa upcoming NCAA Wars. Si Eligado naman ang susubok. Mintis nga lang. Rebound goes to Estrada. Open court, but Estrada slows it down. Manalili asking for the screen. Manalili sees a lane. Layup is up and in once again, plus the foul.
And I really think that's what Titing Manalili has to do right from the get-go. Be aggressive offensively, and that's just going to open up everything later. As you see there, despite the contact from the wider Eligado, still able to finish, plus the foul.
Kasi itong si Titing Manalili, a lot of games, he starts off being deferent no, to his teammates. Pinapasok niya muna yung games ng kanyang mga kakampi. Pero this time, calling his number early, and he's now at the line for a bonus free throw brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Especially at this point of his career, yung strength niya is really getting to the basket, getting to the paint, because the three-point shot has not yet been very accurate for him so far.
Who's your FWD Assist Man of the Game? Comment your pick on the live stream, whether you're watching us at pusop.com or on YouTube. Comment lang kayo dyan. Tignan natin kung makuha ninyo kung sino ang ating Assist Man of the Game. Bibigyan mo ba sila ng tips, Coach, kung sino ngayon ang lamang sa mga assist?
Well, to begin with, sinimulan natin pag-usapan yung FWD Assist Man of the Game nung pinag-uusapan natin si Titing. But so far, hindi naman siya Oh, he actually is already with 5 assists in the game. But right now he's on scoring mode.
He's at the line for another pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ko dito. First one is in for Manalili. Now has 8 points to go with, you may mention mo, 5 assists. And pito ng ating referee. Nakaapak na daw sa paint. Itong si Eligado.
Well, right now JRU still up by 15, but when you see Jonathan Manalili starting to become a lot more aggressive, medyo may kaba factor because you know he runs this Letran engine.
As we've got a timeout on the floor, this timeout brought to us by EO Executive Optical. We'll be back.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest Day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Liting Manalili, the instigator.
Right now with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Officially on a triple-double watch. Pero hindi ba every game yun?
Parang halos. And usually, dalawa yun sila ni George Jamate na pwede mong sabihin na ganun. Alan Laurenaria check back into the game. Chris Rubilia asking for it against Hugo. Goes inside. No call. Play continues. Manalili up against 2 players. No look pass to Jimboy Estrada for the layup.
I'm pretty sure hindi lahat ng nanonood dito is here to watch this game. But everyone celebrating that pass. And what you like about that, after giving off the assist, giving off the pass, he cleared out the defender, allowing free access to Jimboy Estrada.
As we see Chris Rubilia crumpled on the floor, writhing in pain. And our referees will review. Nagkaroon sila ng banggaan ni Jimboy Estrada eh.
Although I really think at this point for coaches, whenever you get hit, make sure that you fall to the ground. Because that pretty much initiates the process of actually reviewing things for an act of violence.
And
Saka libreng timeout din yan eh.
Libreng time. Tama ka dun. Libreng timeout. It gives you about 30 seconds to a minute. Habang tinitignan ng ating technical committee, Rubilia still on the floor. Slowly getting up, being helped by our official. Cheered on by the JRU faithful.
Well, instances like that just shows you, and I don't see Chris Rubilia, tao lang. I mean, he can be a monster on the floor, on rebounds when he's attacking the paint. But of course, when you get hit, allegedly, because we haven't seen the replay just yet, but he seems to have been hit in the midsection.
And our technical committee asking for one more look.
Now, just to make it clear, we don't have access to the same feed as our official stable right there. So, nanguhula lang kami.
Kung anong nakikita ninyo sa pusop.com or sa YouTube, yun din ang nakikita namin ni Coach Noy dito.
Sa aming monitor.
Sa aming monitor.
But of course, we have full view of this big crowd for the Filoil semifinals.
Kaya kung gusto nyo rin yung same full view, punta kayo dito sa Playtime Filoil Center. So, tatawagan ng foul si Jimboy Estrada.
So just a regular foul, doesn't meet the criteria for an act of violence.
Pero dahil nasa penalty na, itong Letran, Chris Hubilia at the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Coach Nani Ponggulan.
A 2001 NCAA MVP playing for JRC.
JRC pa sila nun. Second free throw is in for Chris Hubilia. Now has 13 points to go with 4 rebounds.
Well, again, itong JRU, this is not necessarily their full roster because they had some late recruits na hindi na umabot dito sa Filoil. Of course, Russell Del Pozo hasn't played for them yet. Kung hindi nyo siya kilala, just look him up.
Oh.
And of course, some recruits coming in who will serve their residency this coming season. Rael Milencio from De La Salle, Joe Gulapa from Mapua. So continuous. They're actually, you can say they're rebuilding, quote unquote. Pero napakalakas na rebuild so far.
As Bonsalida gets the first of 2 free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Medyo na-distract na ako ng konti kasi itong si Allen Laurinari at saka si Hugo, medyo nagkakaroon ng back and forth. And mukhang si Hugo, he's trying to get into the heads of itong mga JRU players. Binangga niya si Laurinaria, binangga niya si Duque, tapos si Hubilia naman dun.
Well, whatever gets you minutes on the floor. But what I like about him, he is trying to be physical, trying to get into the heads. But so far, nothing dirty.
Nothing dirty, of course. Here's Laurinaria. His pass is tipped off by Estrada. So it will stay with the Bombers.
Yeah, very dangerous pass that time. Lucky that it wasn't picked off.
And it will be Sean Salvador triggering the inbound. 11 seconds on the shot clock para sa JRU. 1.5 minutes to go in the half. Salvador open from 3. And foul will be called on Hugo, who says na close out lang naman daw siya.
Well, I think Sean Salvador actually hesitated too much. He was open on the catch, but yung hesitation niya, he was able to fish for a foul on the closeout by Justin Hugo. As you can see him, still continuing to try to get into the heads. Oh, most definitely he got into the airspace nitong si Sean Salvador. Although si Salvador kasi natural shooting motion niya that his feet kicks out.
At saka medyo patagilid yung body niya. As he's at the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
His first points after hitting 2 threes in the first was really pivotal in creating this early lead for JRU.
And he has one more from the line, Justin Hugo. Trying to get a reaction out of the Heavy Bombers. So far, wala pang nangyayari. As Chad Gama checks back into the game for Shena.
The good teams, the teams that are trying to fight for a championship, they don't respond to these things. They're working towards a common goal of trying to contribute for their team. So anything untoward, they try to avoid.
Kung sino na lang ang may presence of mind at focus. Gonzalida, that pass is stolen by Hubilia. Hubilia looking for a lane. Hubilia all the way for the layup.
He did not only look for a lane, he forced his way to that lane.
Ginamit ang kanan as Manalili gives it up. Gonzalida for the 3. Yes, sir!
Well, I still think JRU doesn't mind Aaron Gonzalida taking that shot. Masigla did not even try to really close out aggressively that time. So until he makes 2 or 3 more, that's when you aggressively close out.
Pero doon natin nakikita ulit kung anong nagagawa ng isang Titing Manalili with his attacks, no? Nalilibre talaga yung labas.
And he really looks for the open man. Doesn't matter if it's a Buen Salida open for 3. He's gonna give it up.
And itong Letran will hold out for the last shot. Estrada. He will shoot the 3. Yes, sir! Back to back for the Knights.
Pretty much ginawang asintahan si Masiglat that time.
Salvador, his last second hoist will be no good. At the end of the first half, it is 47-36 in favor of JRU. We'll be back for the halftime analysis and the second half.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Paboritong get it anytime. Laro ng mga kampinato, this is where they shine. Libre libo Pilipino, tell them this is where they find. Powered by the fans, driven by the puso. Buong Pilipinas dito nakatuto. Simply reliable, labot bawat sulok. Powered by the fans, driven by the puso. Lipit ang Mandila, pambatang Pilipinas. Not a world see us, tara sa Pilipinas. Bagong bayani, tugulo at pawis. Puso inalay, lumaban sa Paris. Puso talagang walang kapares. Gotta be smart, stating the obvious. Simply reliable, I'm just being honest. Puso Pilipinas right out of your pocket. This is puso.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
puso, Pilipinas. Report live, lapit mga kaibigan, see it with your eyes. Lahat ng mga paboritong get it anytime. Laro ng mga kampinato, this is where they shine. Libo Pilipino, tell them this is where they find. Powered by the fans, driven by the puso. Buong Pilipinas dito nakatuto. Simple, reliable, labot bawat sulok. Powered by the fans, driven by the puso. Bibit ang Mandila, pambatang Pilipinas. Now the world see us, tara sa Pilipinas. Bagong bayani, tugon, luhat, pawis. Puso inalay, lumaban sa Paris. Puso talagang walang kapares. Gotta be smart, stating the obvious. Simply reliable, I'm just being honest. Puso Pilipinas, right out of your pocket. This is puso.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Paboritong get it anytime. Laro ng mga kampinato, this is where they shine. Libo Pilipino, tell them this is where they find. Powered by the fans, driven by the puso. Buong Pilipinas dito nakatuto. Simple, reliable, labot bawat sulok. Powered by the fans, driven by the puso. Bibit ang Mandila, pambatang Pilipinas. Now the world see us, tara sa Pilipinas. Bagong bayani, tugon, luhat, pawis. Puso inalay, lumaban sa Paris. Puso talagang walang kapares. Gotta be smart, stating the obvious. Simply reliable, I'm just being honest. Puso Pilipinas, right out of your pocket. This is puso.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Whether you're joining us on posup.com or on the YouTube stream, You're here to watch the semifinals match between the JRU Heavy Bombers and the Letran Knights. Coach, ano ang naging kwento natin ng first half?
As you can see, itong JRU, napakaganda ng shooting nila from the field. 46% against Letran with 37%, which is also not bad. But you can see both teams getting to the free throw line a lot. And most impressively, both of them shooting at a decent clip, 78% for JRU and 93% for Letran. Baliktad po ang numbers here. And of course, both teams still taking care of the basketball. 8 turnovers for Letran, 7 for JRU. A telling stat also, 18 bench points para dito sa JRU, nothing for Letran.
And wala nga sa bench pero itong si Jimboy Estrada starting and leading itong Letran with 12 points. Samantalang para naman sa JRU Heavy Bombers, it has been Chris Hubilia with 15 points. They are your PusoP.com scoring leaders. Joel Parcon bringing you the action alongside my partner Noy Africa as we start the third quarter with JRU hoping to add on to its lead. Weave up top, Mangubat over to Hubilia against Santos. Hubilia with a spin, loses the ball up top. Estrada nagmamadali, gives it up to Manalili. Manalili with a spin and the layup!
Well, again, in the tail end ng ating first half, the team Manalili started to get its offense going now with 11 points to go with 4 rebounds and 7 assists.
Do you think Manalili will be important if Letran wants to proceed to the finals? And that is an understatement. Eligado started the scoring para dito sa JRU ng first half, but he will be denied by Buen Salida.
He did score 4 points in the first half.
As we take a look at this power play of the game, power your next side quest with Smart's Powerall 109. Switch and load now. Mangubat from the corner, yes sir!
Hitting his first 3 of the game. Although he has 11 points, he has been struggling from distance in the past couple of games.
Brings that lead back up to 12, 50 to 38, first minute of the second half. Here's Manalili, gets a screen from Santos. Pocket pass, no good on the shot from Santos, but he will draw a foul. I believe on Eligado.
Well, I think that's why it's very important for Titing Manalili to establish his offense early. As you can see there, in JRU, they were forced to have to double. And of course, with eyes on a swivel, he finds Kevin Santos inside who draws the foul.
Kevin Santos making the first of 2 free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Kevin Santos only scoring his first points here. Needs to be a little more of a factor, especially since they need that big man who can provide the points aside from Buen Salida.
And he is starting dito sa ating second half because of the 3 personal fouls of George Diamante who started this game for Letran. Hubilia up top. And that will be a foul on Estrada. Masyadong aggressive yung kanyang defense on Lawrence Mangubat.
And that's a third for Jimboy Estrada.
Forcing Coach Alan Ricardo to bring in Cargo for Jimboy.
It's really a tough role here for Lawrence Mangubat to still be a factor offensively while on the other end, ikaw yung bumabantay kay Jonathan Manalili.
And almost a steal there by Manalili, but Garcia able to recover. Garcia with a separation, no good on the floater.
Warning on the nice number 13,
And the team will be issued a warning for faking a foul. Almost another steal by Hubilia there. They get into the corner, triple, no good for Gamad.
Still no threes for Gamad, 0 out of 3.
Ito naman si Mangubat. That's another one from the opposite corner.
Right now, trying to go around the world corner to corner for Lawrence Mangubat.
And it is a 14-point lead. Our PusoP.com, 5 on the floor. Gamad, Manalili, Buen Salida, Santos, and Cargo. They are the 5 on the floor for the Knights.
Well, because Bensalida hit a 3 earlier, Eligado forced to have to close out.
Hobilia, his floater is too strong off the back iron. Cargo, he's got 3 gold shirts in front of him, so he pulls it out. Santos up top. Looking to attack. Finds no space, and that's stolen by the heavy bombers. Hobilia hacked by Buensalida.
But what you like about that hard foul, it was a play on the ball by Buensalida. So 2 free throws for Hobilia. But on the other side earlier, dun sa Letran, Kevin Santos tried to create on offense, and that resulted in a turnover. That's why Coach Alan Ricardo forced to bring back Diamante, who has 3 fouls.
And ito ngayon si Hobilia at the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Talent. He's sigurado ka dito. First one is good. Chris Hobilia already with 16 points. And it will stay at 16 for now.
So right now, no Jimboy Estrada on the floor. It's going to be pretty much Manalili as to carry the offensive load here for Letran.
May pito doon. Holding foul. It will be on Lawrence Mangubat. So lalabas muna sila. Eligado.
Also the difference here for JRU with Estrada on the bench. You can focus on Manalili. You cannot help off Jimbo Estrada most definitely. And of course, Chad Gamad when they're both all together on the floor.
And our referees deeming that contact not a foul. So it just goes out of bounds and will go back to the heavy bombers.
It's still a 15-point lead, but you can feel like Letran starting to make a push here.
Parang alam mong may run na parating. Kaya importante, focused pa rin itong heavy bombers. And they will need to continue those bombs. Garupil with his first points in the ball game.
Interestingly enough for Letran, they left Garupil wide open. Garupil who played for them 2 seasons ago.
And he extends that lead up to 18, 57 to 39. No good there on the offense. As Garcia, his jumper is off, pero they get the offensive rebound. Garupil once again. Yes, sir! Back to back for Jay Garupil.
Talk about pushing the right buttons. This time, it's Garupil hitting back-to-back threes.
And more or less, nagkatotoo pa rin naman, Coach, yung sinabi mo na the defense of JRU, ito, holding Letran to not a very good offense. Pero naman, yung dinagdag nila, yung opensa nila, kumaka na ngayon.
Yeah, so far, itong Letran, they've held Letran to only 3 points here in the third, while hitting 4 threes already, back-to-back. Kanina kay Mangubat, corner to corner. Ito naman si Garupil, back-to-back din.
Oo. Buensalida at the line for a pair of free throws, trying to gain some rhythm for Letran. These free throws brought to us by ABC Talent Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
So again, itong JRU, just like in that game against NU, going into the fourth quarter, they were only 1 out of 14, but big threes, 2 from Garcia, 1 from Hobilia, and right now, it's a 3-point shot again that's creating the separation against Letran.
And that lead is still at a whopping 19 points with 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll see if Letran can respond, but Laurenaria says, take this. As Chad Gama goes for the jumper, still nothing. And Lawrence Mangubat with another rebound. Mangubat gives it up to Manapanaan. Garupil na libre ng bahagya mula sa tres. Off to the left this time. And Panapanaan hitting our A-board, which hits one of the photographers. So nagsorry naman siya dun sa photographer on the baseline.
Well, the hazards of the trade, but of course, for Garupil, very well-deserved heel check.
Oo. Okay lang yun. He's earned that. Meanwhile, dito sa Letran, their offense a little out of sorts. George Diamante, the ball slips out of his fingers.
The worst part there, Shena knew exactly what he was supposed to do. He was gonna give the ball and give the give and go option kay Diamante. Hindi niya alam, hindi na pala nasalo ni Diamante.
Kahit na nag-give niya at nag-go siya, hindi naman
No one there to give.
Oo. Mangubat loses Buensalida, but his three is short. Nandun si Panapanaan to clean things up.
That's a specialty of the house for Ivan Panapanaan that has not really been happening much in the past few games. Nice to see him contributing with that putback.
Manalili surveying the field, gets it to the corner. Shena, he's blocked by Allen Laurenaria at medyo may stare down. And Panapanaan immediately reminding etong si Laurenaria, let's focus on the right things.
But itong si Laurenaria, love him or hate him. Love him if you're rooting for JRU.
Oo.
Hate him otherwise.
Exactly. Here's Mangubat navigating the defense. His shot is short this time. Foul will be called on the rebound. It is on Lance Masiglat.
Lawrence Mangubat has been trying to be aggressive offensively, despite having the assignment of trying to guard Manalili, although he is subbed out for Jillian Palis. Laurenaria with the assignment of containing Manalili.
So we'll see what happens here as Diamante denied, pero foul will be called on Laurenaria.
Well, the thing with JRU, you try to play them physical, they're ready for that.
And akala ko nung una baseline inbound lang, pero they corrected it. It will be 2 free throws for George Diamante. As Kevin Santos checks in for Buensalida. These free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito?
Well, I'm wondering at what point does Coach Alan Ricardo, start gambling and put itong si Jimbo Estrada back into the game. This is already a huge margin.
So far, no, itong si George Diamante, he's been able to keep away from fouls, from getting his 4th foul.
I think that's why they're putting him on Panapanaan.
Oo. Hindi yung focus ng opensa nitong JRU. The switch there, Laurenaria now guarded by Santos. Laurenaria, shot is off, rebound, going to Shena. Shena, nagmamadali. He's got Salvador and he will draw a foul.
Right now with their offense seemingly struggling, especially in the half court, itong Letran, they're trying to force tempo. Ang problema nga lang itong JRU very actively, they get back in transition.
Exactly. Shena misses the first of 2 free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito as we take a look at Coach Alan Ricardo ng Letran, mulling over his strategy. Paano niya ba maipalapit ang kanyang team? 21 points ang lamang ng JRU.
Of course, he was a 2-time NCAA Juniors champion, and you can see 3 of his former players sa Juniors division nandito on the floor: Manalili, Cargo, and Diamante.
Spales loses the ball to the sideline, pero Coach Nani will challenge that call. He's saying he did not touch it last. So it is an official coach's challenge. And of course, we're glad that you could join us, no? Whether it's on pusopi.com or YouTube. And mabilis yung pag-deliberate ng Coach's Challenge. Unsuccessful ang Coach's Challenge. Let's take another look. No. Pati si Coach Allen, umiwas na rin.
Obviously, last touch on Palace before that ball went outside.
No look pass from Manalili to Shena. Hindi nga lang pumasok, but Kevin Santos is there for the putback.
He's rising above everybody. Itong si Kevin Santos now with only his first field goal of the game.
Kung tutusin, pwede pa sana niya i-put back dunk yun eh. Kaso, here's Palace once again. Double teamed and he's fouled. That will be on Manalili.
Foul on number 13, Nick Manalili is first.
Well, I like this substitution. Itong si Palace. Nakita nga si Manaliling gumantay sa kanya. He wanted to make Manalili work, but they change assignment. Is now Cargo on Palace.
Herrera has checked into the game for JRU as well. Palace asking for the screen from Panapanaan. Here's the switch. Palace up against Santos. Palace dancing, shooting, missing. Rebound going to Diamante. Cross-court pass to Cargo, back to their point guard. Manalili attacks. Manalili, the layup is up, and it's off. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Palace, nagmamadali, surveying. Gives it up to Salvador. Thought about the three. Will go inside instead. His undergoal stab is off, but Santos losing the ball to the baseline.
Actually, for Salvador, yung undergoal stab niya, too under the basket, too deep.
Na-block siya ng ring.
Yeah, but they keep possession, so very valuable seconds that they can waste or not.
Rebound still stays with JRU. Salvador tries again, still nothing going. And finally, Cargo gets the rebound for Letran. He will wait.
If you're Letran, you're really gambling too much, allowing those open shots dito kay Salvador.
Manalili. Two-man game with Diamante. Gets it to the corner. And Cargo is fouled by Palace.
JRU already in the penalty. A little too aggressive on the closeout with Cargo deciding to put the ball on the floor.
And you're not seeing it right now, but panapanaan, hinila niya itong si Palace tapos binigyan niya ng instruction. You gotta love that. Itong si panapanaan showing his veteran leadership. As Cargo is at the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Especially for a rookie like Palace, very valuable that your veterans, they take care of you. They continue to teach you on the kind of pace that you play with here in the seniors division.
Kumbaga sila yung calming presence. Parang alam na nila yung goal in mind.
Kasi medyo mahirap paniwalaan pag si Lorenaria yung nagsasabi sa'yo na calm down.
Second free throw goes in for Cargo. And itong Letran goes into a full court pressure formation. Pass is off. And it will go back to Letran.
Well, I was going to say, usually, yung mga teams that pressure the basketball, they know also how to break the pressure. Buti lang di ko sinabi kasi na-turnover yung JRU.
Montesilio has checked into the game for itong si Manalili. As Salvador gets a steal. Palace, he will shoot himself. No good, but there's Alan Laurenare with a putback.
He's what, 6'1", 6'2"? But he can really get off the floor.
And that is Alan Laurenare's fifth rebound. Diamante on the attack, spins, gives it up, underneath, Santos, no! But he will go to the line for a pair of free throws. And may konti pang gamesmanship. And our referees will review
There's a review on the last play.
Kasi sa dulo din si Salvador found the floor eh.
And Shena had things to say, both to the referees, to the coaching staff ng JRU, sa mga kalaban niya sa JRU. So again, it's very important to keep your head, especially in a knockout game like this, in the Final Four of the 19th Filoil Preseason Cup.
Of course, being down by 20 points doesn't help. As you're taking a look now at itong JRU Heavy Bombers. They have bombed heavily dito sa ball game na to.
Especially from the three-point area. 8 out of 19 against just 2 makes so far for Letran. That was to end the first half. A 3 by Buen Salida and 1 by Jimboy Estrada.
Ayun. Wala daw act of violence.
There was definitely
Yeah, nothing there.
really just a play on the basketball by Panapanaan, but I thought there was something going on off the ball.
Exactly. Kevin Santos shooting a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ko dito.
I really think it's very important for Letran to find and give a definitive role to Kevin Santos. I really think versatility-wise, their best lineup is being able to play Diamante and Santos together to play the front line for them.
That would be a different facet din na pinapakita nila sa mga kalaban nila. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Here's Panapanaan pulling it out, telling Herrera, let's reset. They've got 10 seconds on their shot clock. Laurinaria against Chena. Laurinaria attacks, bumps, drop pass to Herrera is stolen. Diamante, nagmamadali, Diamante. And ball is stepped out of bounds.
And of course, itong si Diamante, he gives Letran that extra facet, an extra weapon. When he gets the basketball off a rebound, off a turnover, he can bring the ball down and initiate the offense for the Knights.
At yun na nga yung sinubukan yung gawin doon. Yun nga lang, Herrera tipped the ball from behind. Shot clock is off. Montecillo gives it to Shena. Thought about the three. Step back. No. Yung rebound falls into the hands of Cargo, who gets the last second shot up and in. And at the end of 3 quarters, the score is 66-50. A 16-point lead for the JRU Heavy Bombers. Will be back for the 4th quarter.
The 19th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup would like to thank the following. ABC
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest Day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
And you're still with us here at the Playtime Filoil Center for the semifinals match between the JRU Heavy Bombers and the Letran Knights. Currently, JRU leading by 16, 66-50. Joel Parcon pa rin po, alongside my partner, Coach Noy Africa, bringing you this ball game. 4th quarter na. Letran will need to find some answers, Coach.
Especially offensively, I felt like in that third quarter, at least mga 3 to 4 minutes, that itong si Manalili was on the floor, that he wasn't really involved. Could have been better to have given him minutes off the floor.
And another turnover here for Letran. The defense of JRU has been stifling the offense of the Knights. Mangubat up top. He's got Montesilio on him. Jumper is up. No.
For the side of JRU, yung closing minutes nung third quarter, they gave minutes to rest for Mangubat, Hubilia, and Garcia.
As George Chamante hitting from 45. Etong JRU, very far from being out of the woods. It's just a Baker's dozen lead.
Come on, it took a couple of minutes for Letran to erase a 7-point lead in overtime against USC just last week.
Oo. Ito ulit, Mangubat against Montesilio, kapwa Cebuano. Hindi pumasok ang tira ni Mangubat, but he gets the steal. And Letran claiming that it was over and back. Our referees deem otherwise.
The referees thought that Mangubat did not have clear possession yet.
Hubilia second serving, ayaw pa rin. Rebound going to Letran. Here's Cargo, sees a lane. He's fouled and will go to the line for a pair of free throws.
What you like about Justin Cargo, whenever he's on the floor, he leaves everything on the floor. I mean, he's not, reserving energy for anything, because he knows he gets to play limited minutes, especially when you've got guys like Jimboy Estrada waiting in the wings.
Speaking of, Jimboy Estrada is finally checking back into the game after getting into foul trouble no third quarter. Cargo at the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Well, if you're JRU, of course, you'd be expecting Letran storm here in the fourth quarter, especially with Manalili, Estrada back on the floor already. Eventually, you're going to see Gamad check in for Cargo, but so far, they're going to try and see what Cargo can bring to the table.
And gets 1 out of 2 there. 5 on the floor for JRU. You've got Garupil, Mangubat, Laurenaria, Hubilia, and Eligado. That 5 on the floor brought to us by PusoP.com. Oh, and that is a turnover off the inbound from Laurenaria. The pressure defense of Letran paying dividends there.
And if you're Jerry, you're going to have to expect that, especially for the last 8 minutes. Letran's going to try to force turnovers, pressure the basketball, even in the backcourt.
Manalili over to Cargo. Cargo loses his footing. Ball is stolen by Laurenaria. Up ahead, Mangubat. Sinabayan ni Estrada. And that is going to be Jimboy's 4th.
Well, sometimes the smart play is just to allow the 2 points as opposed to committing your 4th foul. And I think at this point, he's going to have to tell Coach Allen Ricardo to just trust him and leave him on the floor.
Come what may na to, as Lawrence Mangubat goes to the line for a pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Jimboy claiming that ito nga si Mangubat warded off, but you shouldn't put yourself in that position, especially with 3 fouls. As the pathways here at the Filoil, playtime Filoil Center starting to fill up.
Kanina medyo marami ng tao, lalo pang dumadami.
Kanina upuan lang yung napupuno, ngayon pati yung aisle.
Oo. Balikan lamang sa 14, 68 to 54. Jimboy drops it off to Santos. Back to Estrada, 10 seconds on the shot clock. The hedge by Eligado. Here's Estrada, wanted to give it up to Diamante. Oh, sayang. As it's now Garupil on the floor.
A very interesting decision for Jimboy Estrada. Twice he passed off what could have been an open shot already. I mean, you're asking your coach to take a gamble on you with 4 fouls. You're there to score. I think he really needs to start being more aggressive offensively.
Lalo, medyo borrowed time na siya. Isang foul na lang, out na siya.
There's a review on the last play. Maybe request all players to stay in front of your respective benches. Both teams are advised.
I-review ng ating technical committee yung last play.
That was off the ball already
Oo.
after yung save nga nitong attempted save by Lorenaria. But what I like here on the side of Letran, Jonathan Manalili has been the first one to check on opponents
yes.
who are on the floor.
Oo. And ito nga, that was Garupil who fell on the floor, and when he got up, he was clutching onto his jaw. So sabi nating referee, incidental ang contact.
And the violence was not met.
And yun, even there, no, si Manalili checking in on Jay Garupil.
3 seconds on the shot clock.
Kasi pareho sila. Itong si Jonathan Manalili, last season was a freshman of the year. Itong si Garupil before for Letran, back in season 99, was also the freshman of the year.
Jamante had to hoist it up. They had 2 seconds on their shot clock. No good. Mangubat asking Eligado to post up. They swing it over to the other side. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hubilia against Jamante. Here's Mangubat. Has to shoot it up. No good. Rebound to Cargo, and Eligado will be called for the foul.
Well, I thought Mangubat had an open 3 earlier, decided to just put the ball on the floor.
Substitution, Ivan Manapanaan for Jamil Eligado.
We've got 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 14-point deficit ang hinahabol nitong Letran. Here's Titing Manalili. Over to Estrada. Again, another pass. This time it's stolen by Hubilia. Lost his footing but found it just in time. Cargo kept that pass out of bounds.
Quick reflexes by Cargo, saving 2 points there for Letran.
Pero sayang yan, kung hindi sana niya na angat yung dalawang kamay niya, baka bola nila. Here's Garupil for 3. No! The rebound tip is still no good. Panapanan, who has checked into the game, kicks it out to Hubilia. Layup is up and in.
I mean, if you're Letran, how are you gonna box out itong JRU when Panapanaan and Lorenaria are on the floor at the same time?
Skies for rebounds itong dalawa. Manalili over to Cargo. Asking for a screen. Jamante providing. Manalili na libre sa 3. Yes!
But you can see how wide open he was. That's still a shot that you will give Jonathan Manalili now with 14 points in the game.
He has not, I think these are his first 3 points in the fourth quarter. Garupil, he will try, and he won't get it. Panapanan, ball is stripped. It'll stay with JRU.
I think that's what has made JRU very dangerous. Yung mga players nila, they've embraced the roles that that's been given to them.
Power your next side quest with Smart's Power All 109. Switch and load now as we took a look at that Smart powered up play. And itong si Coach Alan Ricardo challenging yung last out of bounds ruling ng ating mga referee.
I think they thought the ball hit itong si Panapanaan on the way out. But going back to that point, I mean, itong ang JRU so far, yung mga players nila, they've embraced the roles that has been given to them. Lorenaria knows that he comes off the bench, provides a spark. Panapanaan, he doesn't have to get plays called for him. He's gonna grab those rebounds. He's gonna be the rim protector. Mangubat has been their go-to guy, but he also accepts the responsibility of guarding the best perimeter player on the other end. Crisobilia, he's just gonna do Crisobilia things. You get me into open court, I'm gonna score. So again, si Sean Salvador, last season he was a number 10 scorer in the NCAA, and now he comes off the bench. So it's really just embracing whatever system has been given to you.
As that challenge by Coach Alan Ricardo was deemed unsuccessful. Ball was tipped out by Manalili. Inbound. Finds its way to Jubilia. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Jubilia against Diamante. Shot is up, no. Rebound goes to Manalili. Manalili will bring it down. He's met by 3 JRU players. Diamante na libre ulit sa 3. Wants to go inside instead. Kicks it out to Titing. Titing spins. Fouled. And will go to the line for a pair of free throws.
What I think is really underestimated about itong si Titing Manalili, yung footwork. I mean, off the spin, he is able to stop on a dime still, keep his balance, and I mean, everybody talks about his ball wizardry and everything else, but you gotta love also the footwork of Titing Manalili.
And he's good on the first of 2 free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Titing Manalili. Ano kaya sapatos niya? Ganun kaganda yung yung
I think that's
traction.
the GT Cut 3, is it? Of Dylan Harper.
Yun. Medyo ganyan din gumalaw si Dylan Harper. Di ba?
Kaliwete nga lang si Dylan.
Yun lang. Yun ang difference. The pressure continues para dito sa Letran. Sean Salvador gives it to Jubilia. The easy left.
And yung last line of defense there, si Kevin Santos has the hops to get to that ball, but Chris Jubilia just elevating, finishing with that layup.
Presence of mind din from Panapanaan to get the extra pass as Santos, speaking of hops. Basket and a foul for Kevin Santos.
And again, the familiarity between those two, the no-look pass right in the pocket for Kevin Santos.
He's now at the line for bonus free throw brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. And hindi nyo kita sa screen ninyo, pero yung mga cheer dancers, yung mga cheerleaders ng JRU, sinusubukang i-distract itong si Kevin Santos. And it works for now.
Panapanaan with 8 rebounds despite only having 2 points. So really just embracing that role of gobbling up the rebounds.
Here's Jubilia. Salvador getting the handoff. Shot is up and in for Sean Salvador.
Making mincemeat of the defense of Gamad right there.
5 on the floor for Letran. You've got Estrada, Manalili, Diamante, Santos, and Gamad. Manalili. He is fouled by Mangubat, who vehemently protests.
Well, he has really done a good job of trying to contain itong si Manalili, although Manalili has 16 points. But giving JRU the ability to have just one player trying to contain Manalili and not have everybody else trying to help out is just really good job so far for Mangubat.
But on this instance, no, si Manalili will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Let's take another look at that.
Number 10, Lawrence Magubat for Sportsball Line conduct.
Well, it seemed like he got a lot of ball, but again, when you slap at the basketball, you give the referees an opportunity to blow their whistle.
Yun. And that first free throw, these 2 free throws by Titing Manalili brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. And that lead back down to 11. 74-63 in favor of JRU with 4 minutes and change here in the 4th quarter.
That's going to be a delay of game warning on Manalili.
Warning on Letran number 13, Titing Manalili for delaying the game.
Laurenaria triggering the inbound. Once again, the pressure of Letran. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Mangubat. They get it over to Panapanaan. Dalawa sila ni Mangubat, si Salvador at Mangubat. Dalawang papunta sa bola. Mangubat will try from 3 and make it.
That's going to be a clutch 3 here, extends the lead to 14.
And Estrada saying that he was fouled there.
Well, so far that gamble of leaving Estrada on the floor has not really paid off for Letran. He hasn't scored yet here in the fourth.
Here's Mangubat once again. Double team. Gets it to Salvador. Salvador finds a lane. Santos with a challenge. No good for Salvador.
See the value of having that last line of defense, forcing Salvador to go higher than usual on that floater.
And Manalili once again able to fish a foul, this time on Allen Laurenaria.
Must be really frustrating here for Manalili. None of his other weapons are working, and he has to designate himself as the main weapon offensively for Letran.
And Shena will check in for Jimboy Estrada. Sitting Manalili at the line. Sabi mo nga, he has had to call his own number. Already with 19 points. With the second free throw coming up, brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Second one is in.
So again, guys like Manalili, he already has 20 points. Normally, ang sasabihin ng mga tao, buwakaw yan. But this guy, he has 5 rebounds and 9 assists to go with the 20 points.
So, hindi yan buwakaw.
Although I feel like in this game,
He needs to.
He should have been.
Yeah. Marami siyang mga pasa na hindi lang na-convert ng kanyang mga kakampi. Asubilia up against Season Walker, the post-up move.
Well, I think that's going to be an experience mismatch, especially also on the strength side, as Asubilia just taking on Walker in the post.
Manalili on the other end. Keeping the hope alive para dito sa Letran.
He continues to be the main option despite already playing 33 minutes.
And Cargo will be called for the foul. Lawrence Mangubat nonchalantly hitting that three. As the timeout is called on the floor, this time brought to us by EO Executive Optical.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest Day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
And you're back with us here at the Playtime Filoil Center. It's a 12-point lead for the JRU Heavy Bombers against the Letran Knights. 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Mangubat gets it to Salvador. But Shena is there to close out. Jubilia is fouled by, I believe, by Shena on the hedge.
Number 16, Shena is first.
But so far, itong JRU able to limit itong Letran, who is averaging as a team 81 points. But right now, they're only at 67. So unless this game goes into overtime, I don't think Letran will get to 80.
And we are now in ABC tile adhesive. Last 2 minutes territory sa ABC. Sigurado ka dito. 8 seconds on the shot clock para dito sa JRU. And tama ka dun, Coach. The defense of JRU really coming to play. Pero doon, depensa naman ng Letran. Ang umiral. Manalili to Siena. They have to pull it out. Manalili, he's got Laurenaria in front of him. Corner, Cargo. Goes baseline and he's blocked by Laurenaria. Mangubat with a smile on his face.
Just imagine getting that kind of energy coming from your bench. Laurenaria making the big plays, 8.7 rebounds and that block.
And here's Hobilia once again, double team this time. Salvador na libre sa tres. Ball bounces out, rebound going to Manalili. Kailangan nilang magmadali. Mangubat is there to defend. Manalili for three. Yes, sir!
Wondering how he's feeling right now, trying to do everything for Letran.
Score is 79-70, less than a minute to go. Laurenaria bringing it down. Stolen by Season Walker. Siena over to Manalili from the corner. Yes, sir! And the Letran faithful egging their team out as Manalili takes a rest. We go into this EO Executive Optical Timeout.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest Day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Titing Manalili has had to call his own number pretty much for this entire ball game, and he has delivered for Letran, bringing them to within 6 with 44 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Mangubat able to release to Laurenaria, and JRU wisely pulling back. Season Walker forced to give up that foul.
It's only the fourth team foul for Letran. As, right now, you're going to have to start choosing who you send to the free throw line.
And Lawrence Mangubat, medyo ininda yung impact. Here's Hobilia. Ball tip to the backcourt. Hobilia, diretso sa lane, but he's blocked by Gonzalida. And the referee is calling a foul. So Chris Hobilia will go to the line for a pair of free throws.
But again, a great decision there by Hobilia to go strong. Just in case he doesn't get the basket, he was able to get the foul on Gwen Salida.
Mintis nga lang yung una nitong dalawang free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
And all of a sudden, the crowd getting engaged here. I'm not even sure if these are all Letran fans.
Or if they just enjoy really good basketball that we are seeing right now. Mintes ang dalawa para dito kay Jubilia, but a foul on the rebound. Let's see who it's gonna be called on. It can either be on Laurinaria or Season Walker. And it looks like it will be on Season Walker. Oh,
it's on
Titing.
Titing. And I don't really think people came here to watch Titing Manalili necessarily, but right now he's putting on a show.
He already has 28 points to go with 6 rebounds and 9 assists.
And mind you, they're down by 6.
Down by
And
6.
people still continue to cheer for him.
Alan Laurinaria at the line for a pair of free throws. Pressure-packed free throws. These free throws, of course, brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. First one is in.
That makes it a 3-possession advantage here for JRU.
Two for Allen Laurinaria. And there will be a timeout by the Letran Knights, brought to us by EO Executive Optical.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
You Monday class.
Rest Day Monday.
Poor eyesight can affect school performance. For state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care, go to EO.
Please read our lesson today.
EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Titing Manalili has put on a show. They're down by 8 right now, 81-73. But don't count them out as Gamad, his 3 is short. Rebound going to Alan Laurinaria. And George Jamante giving up the foul.
Again, it boils down to defense there. Giving up that difficult shot for Chad Gamad.
And look at who is at the free throw line to meet itong si Alan Laurinaria. Si Panapanaan telling him, calm down. Laurinaria, pair of free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Of course, itong si Alan Laurinaria had that end game free throws miss nung isang game nila dun sa eliminations that eventually cost their loss. As we've got a timeout on the floor brought to us by EO Executive Optical. We'll be back.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
New Smart Power All. Choose your only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
And we've got 18.9 seconds to go. JRU up by 9. Jimboy Estrada misses on the 3. Laurinaria recovers the loose ball. And he will just dribble this out as the JRU Heavy Bombers will go to the finals of the Filoil EcoOil 19 Preseason Cup.
for the first time since 2019, an NCAA team is making it to the Filoil Finals. Although it was a given as these are two NCAA teams going up each other, but JRU, the number 3 seed, able to upset the top-seeded Letran squad, coming away with an 82-73 victory.
As we take a look at the playoff picture, JRU advancing to the finals. And it's a little bit only fitting because they were actually the only team to hand itong Letran their only loss of this tournament.
So far they've owned the number of Letran here in the preseason. Letran will get the revenge come the NCAA season.
Power up your next side quest with Smart Power All 109. Get only call and only text. 5 GB app bundle plus 10 GB for all apps and 4 GB of 5G data valid for 7 days. Switch and load now.
Well, this is pretty much a message from the JRU community. They haven't won an NCAA championship for more than half a century already. So they're back and they're gonna make heads turn come season 102. Of course, they're still gonna play in the finals.
As we take a look at our ABC heavy-duty player of the game, Chris Hubilia, finishing with 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals. He is our ABC heavy-duty player of the game. And because FWD's got your back, FWD Life Insurance is a proud major sponsor of the Filoil 19th Preseason Cup. No mystery there. Titing Manalili, our FWD assist man of the game, finishing with 9 assists in this ball game. And our PusoP.com player in focus, Lawrence Mangubat, finishing with 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. He is our PusoP.com player in focus. And the JRU Heavy Bombers getting that finals ticket. Up next, it will be the UP Fighting Maroons going up against the San Beda University Red Lions. We'll be here to bring you that ball game. This is the Filoil EcoOil 19th Preseason Cup.
Paboritang get it anytime. Laro ng mga kampyonato, this is where they shine. Libo Pilipino, tell them this is where they find. Powered by the fans, driven by the puso. Buong Pilipinas dito nakatuto. Simply reliable, labot bawat sulok. Powered by the fans, driven by the puso. Bibig ka Mandila, pambatang Pilipinas. Not a world see us, tara sa Pilipinas. Bagong bayani, tubo, luhat, pawis. Puso inalay, lumaban sa Paris. Puso talagang walang kapares. Gotta be smart, stating the obvious. Simply reliable, I'm just being honest. Puso Pilipinas, right out of your pocket. This is Puso.